Hello and welcome to Before We Break Up Again, a podcast with me, Alfie Brown, and her, Jessie Cave. This week on the podcast, Jessie has curated quite the episode for everybody. Run down some of the things that we've got on the agenda today, Jessica.
Lost friendship.
Lost friendship is a huge theme.
Alfie's leaving of a school and losing a friend.
Yes, leaving friendships behind. Traditional family stuff.
No, we didn't talk about that.
We didn't talk about that
because
I
you
talked for too long about some rather contentious childhood aspects of my own advanced psychology during childhood, and that's just something you might want to just be gentle in the comments about, because apparently it was quite contentious listening. I'm going to Edinburgh Festival Fringe, so is Jessie, and we're doing a podcast episode together. There's links down below. Patreon.com/BraveClown is where you can find an extra episode of this every week, unfiltered and untrammeled by any sense of doubt, unlike this fucking thing where we do these fucking disclaimers at the beginning of every episode. It's just a gorgeous episode of the podcast. If you like it, please support us there, because which is a big council tax bill through if that sort of thing matters to you. Okay, enjoy the episode. The whole dance of texting. Oh, God, I was once trying to chat up a girl and I said okie dokie in a text. And I just, ever since then, I've never, ever wanted to text.
Oh, this is on point with what I was going to talk about.
Yeah?
Yeah. So you said okie dokie. When was this? When did you say okie dokie?
Hayley. 14 or 15 years old, going to Richmond on my BMX with no helmet or any lights, and getting high on Richmond Green, and then cycling on my BMX down that big road towards,
I don't know.
going through red light. I mean, it was so... There was one night I was driving back. I never really smoked when I was a teenager, but on the very few occasions that I did, it was to try and get with this girl, Hayley. Beautiful.
Is that her real name?
Yeah.
Oh, Alfie. You got to use code names.
Not when it's her Christian name.
What does that make? What?
It's her first name.
Oh, right. So if you're going to give her surname, then it would be dangerous. Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
I would never let Westenra. She was famous as well. Hayley Westenra.
What?
No, that's the name of a New Zealand...
Westenra. That's a cool surname.
Yeah, the Kiwis are pretty cool in the surname department.
Right, we don't have time to mess about this episode, and we really have to be
I think we do.
You have to be entertaining in this episode.
I've been entertaining. I've been fucking entertaining.
Have you?
Yeah. I've been entertaining in the first 3 minutes that I'm going to put in that you've insisted that
No,
we
you're
cut.
not. You're
I am
not.
That was a good 3 minutes.
No, it wasn't.
It was.
I was bored already. That's why I sabotaged it.
Well, I'm putting it in. I enjoyed it. And also, I mentioned my sunburn, and I mentioned there was something else that we mentioned that needed mentioning. Oh, that we'd cut the earlier podcast from the day. These are all good contextual points for the listener to be engaging with. So
No. We can explain that now. You're burnt.
No.
You're already burnt.
No, I'm not.
I'm worried about you getting melanoma.
No, I'm not.
You don't wear Fats 50.
No, yes, I do.
You don't.
Yeah, it's covered in the first 3 minutes.
No, I'm not having that.
Who edits it?
Avi, I'm
Who
not.
edits
I'm
it?
just gonna. I don't care. You're not doing that, so I'm just explaining.
But
and then
it's
we're
fine.
doing
Let's
it.
go on with the thing.
We're doing a podcast at 10:15 at night on a school night, even though I've just fallen asleep when I was putting them to bed. And it's because we did such a dull podcast recording in the day that we both kind of felt ashamed of ourselves after. We don't even talk about admin to each other in the day, and yet on the podcast today we talked about admin.
Yeah.
And it was just incredibly dull. So we're recording now at night.
They already know that.
I'm about to fall asleep. No, because you're cutting like...
I have not cut.
Alfie, you have to stop.
It's in there.
This is where Becca gets it from. Becca.
Yeah.
The naughtiest...
From me or you?
He gets it from you.
Why? Because I'm not doing exactly what you want to do.
He's a naughty boy.
But which one of us is really being... we both just want different things. There's no naughtiness here.
You're being cheeky.
I'm not being cheeky.
Yeah, you are. I can see the cheek.
You're
being cheeky.
He's very cheeky.
He's so cheeky.
And he has dimples, which makes people cheekier.
He only has one dimple, though. So it's half cheeky. I put my pedometer...
I might cut that and put that in the first 2 minutes, actually.
You're cutting the fussy runners.
No,
You actually are.
It's not that I'm cutting it, because
is.
it's different.
Now you're
I'm
not
actually
going
to
defy me.
defy you.
Yeah, but
defy you.
Yeah.
What am I, your ward? What the hell is going on? Defy
yeah, you are
you.
my ward.
I'm not your ward.
What's a ward? Like you're my pupil.
It's a person. It's in Sweeney Todd.
Oh, of course. Oh yeah.
And who's the lucky lady, sir? My ward. I like when a young person would live with you in your house. And
Right.
I think.
Cool.
I really want to Google it now because I don't know.
No,
I
and
can't
you're not.
stand
And you're not.
the absence of this knowledge in my brain.
You're not picking up your silly little phone.
It's not a silly phone. It's a big phone. I've got Android. It's not a big deal. Let's talk about that for a while. I've got Android. It was a lifestyle choice.
That would have been more fitting on the podcast earlier.
Just got Android.
So I got this really old lady style pedometer off the internet, and I've been wearing it just to see if my hunch was right that housework, i.e. laundry,
moving around,
dinner,
doing house stuff,
making dinner, cleaning, all of that stuff burns more calories than doing a boot camp class or something.
More...
I've been right. I've been right. I move so much more at home than I do anywhere else. I move all day. Anyway, I thought it'd be interesting to see putting it on the kids, how much they move.
Yeah.
Not to give them a complex or anything. I put it on our 5-year-old for 2 hours today.
Calling him fatty. Wear that, fatty. Move around for mummy. Also, it's not an old lady pedometer. It's like a Fitbit, but it's a bit crap. It's a shit bit.
I saw an old lady wear one the other day, the same one, and I hated her. I hated her.
Yeah, but you hate all old people.
I don't. Stop it.
You're going to beg me to put that
Cheeky.
You're going to beg me to put that 3 minutes back in, aren't you?
No, I'm not. You're not doing that. And the reason now you're not going to do it is because I
you're
keep
saying
you're
not doing that.
And
yeah.
you're a school child who just any authority you can't take.
It's back into that argument again, is
You
it?
can't take it, can you?
When you say you don't like being told what to do.
You don't like being told what to do.
Nobody does.
Some people love it. Some men love that. I should know. Okay, so...
You stuff a lavatory ball cock in my mouth and tell me what to do. I'm not one of those men.
Okay, I put it on our 5-year-old for 2 hours today. He burnt nearly he did 7,000 steps within 2 hours. If he did that within 2 hours, how much is he burning in the day? It's crazy.
And then you said to him, well done, you've earned a third of your chocolate eclair.
No, I didn't.
Another 7,000 for the next third.
I didn't.
No, you didn't. And I mean, they need to eat everything they feasibly can.
And Becca, our cheeky 4th child who doesn't stop trying to make us laugh the entire time, I think he doesn't stop moving all day long. We've got to force him to sit down and reserve some energy, which is why he's not going to bed till 10. He's just so ramped up the whole time. It's impossible. When are they ever going to go to bed earlier than 10 p.m.? How do people do it?
I think I would love to do an experiment week with no sugar.
Okay, I don't believe all that bull crap. It's just like, no, it's fine. They burn so much energy. The sugar thing is tiny. It's not going to sink in. If they were sitting down and eating the sugar, fair enough. But no.
Talk more about your logic there.
They don't.
See if you can pick it apart by yourself.
What sugar did they have? They had an ice cream. That's it. They had an ice cream.
How many ice creams did he have the other day?
I don't know.
2.
Oh, that's because he told you that he didn't have one.
Yeah.
And then he had one with me as well. It's a cheeky child. Okay, so I have a list of things I want to talk about in today's episode.
Okay, cool. I'll do that for the next episode.
That was a good what?
I'll do a list of things that I want to talk about for the next episode. This is a good idea. We can do it like a kind of cultural, conversational exchange thing, depending on how this goes.
Maybe, yeah. Let's see. I worry that they're quite depressing, as usual.
That's not like you, baby.
It's not like me at all. Well, we'll see. Because you said something in the car yesterday that really was quite remarkable.
Yeah.
When we were talking to Donnie about friends and friendship and stuff, and then you said that you had a best friend that you were with every single day for a year, and then you said to him one day, "I'm leaving. I'm not coming."
No, I rang him up in the summer holidays.
Oh God, oh no.
Tom, who I adored, and he was so sweet. I've probably mentioned this before, but I fancied him.
Oh really?
Yeah, and it was a kind of confused early teen feeling. And I remember I'd texted somebody at my school saying that I fancied him, and I was freaked out and confused by it. And he came into my bedroom and looked at my phone and found the text message, and I went scarlet, a huge, palpitating, hot shame burst through my body and like rose up into my face, and it was excruciating. So much embarrassment, it almost feels painful. And he was so nice, and he just put the phone down. He went, "I don't mind if you're gay, Alfie."
Oh.
Which, I mean, like, you know, obviously yes, as well we know, but like some kid from some 15-year-old like star rugby player. And that's the other thing about our friendship, is we were quite unlikely friends, because he was post-pubic, I was pre-pubic. I was not sporty. He was incredibly sporty. Really, really good rugby player, like a lad, enjoyed what it. And I rang him up in the summer holidays and said, "I'm not coming back."
Because why weren't you going back?
Because it was I fucking hated it.
Oh right, okay.
I fucking hated it because I mean it was a boarding school.
And this is like your 18th school.
It was one of my parents' Hail Mary plays to try and, I think, throw some money at the problem by sending me to a special needs school, because nobody could work out why I was smart to talk to but thick on paper. And
right. Can you call them special needs schools now? Isn't it it's SEND schools?
Oh.
I don't know, I'm just saying.
I have no idea.
I don't think you can call it that anymore. I'm just checking, I'm just making sure.
Children with special needs? What's wrong with special needs?
But you also can't say that special needs kids are thick.
I didn't.
No, I know, but you... like
I said I was thick.
Yeah, okay, right, cool. I'm just making sure. Just making sure.
Oh, I suppose if you wanted to sort of really
yeah,
get
if I
at
really
me,
wanted to kind of like cancel you, yeah.
I don't think you can cancel me.
Yeah, no, I'm checking.
I'm sitting. I'm like a phoenix. I've risen from. I can't be.
But you also, I can't believe that you would have been thick, as you say, on paper, because your writing now is not that at all. It's really smart.
Yeah, I just academically wasn't interested in.
So exams, basically.
Exams. Also, like I could write, but I'd meander, and essay structure was never my strong point. Maths, I didn't understand why. Things like geography, I just couldn't give a shit. Again, history, I was too busy being interested in what I was interested in about it, and not. I found my own things interesting.
Did you ever do one of those exams and then write like nonsense and in the answers because you couldn't be bothered?
No.
Did you ever do that? I did that once. It was thrilling.
There was a tale of somebody who, in their philosophy exam, that went round all the schools. Everybody of our age has probably heard it, where the philosophy question went, define bravery, and the person put in their exam this, and that was the only word of the whole essay, and they got an A. And I'm just sure that that's not true.
I've never heard that. Okay, so you rang him up and you said, "I'm not going back."
Yeah.
And what did he say?
He just said, "Oh, what?" It was just crestfallen, and like it was hurt, and he took it a bit personally, and I just never spoke to him again after that.
Oh, I find that so heartbreaking. I didn't know that you fancied him. You never told me that.
Well, I mean, yesterday, and we were in the car with
No,
Donnie.
you didn't say that in front of Donnie.
Huh?
You didn't say that in front of Johnny.
I know.
Oh, right.
I know. I wasn't hiding it from him, but we just weren't talking about it for long enough for me to get there. It wasn't one of the detail. Also, thematically, the conversation was about leaving friendships behind. So I just decided to dwell on that element of it rather than the chuck in. I quite wanted him to wank me off.
Yeah, got it.
Are you offended by that?
No. I just
Speaking over me saying wanked off. You didn't wank off.
You're just making it like it was a really sweet little story.
It is a really sweet little story.
And you always find a way of like getting the word wank or suck or blow, like add something in.
We didn't say suck or blow. It's disgusting.
Okay. So I found that really moving. I found that very moving, that story. And also weird that those friendships exist when you're young. And you can have a really intense relationship with someone and then never speak to them again. It's kind of like acting jobs. On every acting job, I've developed a really amazing close friendship. And then, never, very rarely kept that bond. And I think it's kind of up there with my deepest regrets is not maintaining connections with people or relationships with people I had connections with.
How many do you think I mean, obviously I'm not asking you to put a number on it, but is there, do you have people in your mind, like people that you would wish to be friends with if you'd had is it an issue of confidence?
Yeah, I mean, if you go through my IMDb, I could literally name.
Well, I'm always going through your IMDb. I'm just checking if you're still in the top 50.
That's because I said about my dream last night. Imagine if that was some kind of premonition and that dream happens.
What?
I dreamt that I was going to get dropped by my agent because she said that I only look after people who are in the top 50 of IMDb. And I remember saying, please, I can get back in the top 50. I can get in the top 50. Not that I don't think I've ever been in the top 50.
And she doesn't.
And she doesn't what?
Only look after people in the top 50 of IMDb.
No, I know. But, imagine if that happened.
Who is the top? Who's the top?
I don't know. I could go through.
Zendaya.
Yeah, it's probably Zendaya as number one. She's in everything.
Yeah, that's why I said her.
So, yeah, I could go through every single job I've had and pick. There'd be one or two from each job where I had a really good friendship. And just it didn't stick. Because you just move on and then you go to the next job and then you kind of fall in love with that cast and then you go to the next one. And then if you don't work for a long period of time between jobs, which is what happened to me, you lose confidence in yourself. So you like don't assume that they would want to stay friends with you because they're going to go on to the next job, but you won't.
Yeah.
And they're going to get famous and you won't. They're going to get super successful and rich and you won't.
But why is that a problem?
Well, I don't know, but it's obviously my own, inferiority complex where I'm like, oh, you're now really successful. So why on earth would you want to know me?
Oh, you should want to be friends with me. I'm like good luck Chuck.
Yeah.
All of my friends just, and even when they're not, if soon as I befriend them, they just burst into the stratosphere. It's like I did comedians on buses getting tap water. Sophie Hagen, Nish Kumar, and Alex Edelman. All of them either went on to win the award, get nominated, like they're or everything. After that interaction with me, their careers just blew up, and all of my other friendships as well. People who are friends with me go from strength to strength.
Why haven't I? Why haven't I?
Because we're not friends, we're lovers.
Yeah, maybe.
I think it's similar, your friendship thing, to being when you're a comedian and you do long car journeys together. And that is such an incredible bonding experience. I was in the car with a comedian called Paul Meyerhog from Canada. Excellent comic. And he got in the car with me, my car, Hammersmith Apollo, which is where I'd pick people up from. And we drove to Swansea. This long 4.5 hour car journey. And he sits in the car, the passenger seat, and the first thing he says to me is, okay, buddy, let's exchange life stories. And we did. We spoke for 8-9 hours across the evening and some at the actual show. Like, to have 9 hours of solid conversation with somebody, if you were making friends with them, would take 4 or 5 meetups, drinks, hangouts, to have that intense. And it's not like you're drinking or you're doing anything else. This is confined, condensed, intense conversation that you are having with another comedian. And then you say goodbye and it's like, oh, fuck, are we going to like get married? Like, what's going to happen?
Yeah. And also, I think just going the bit just before you go on stage and backstage is the energy is so specific.
Yeah.
And it's so bonding because you shared something together. Yeah, I mean, even the people that I did that one play with. Oh, it's next door, isn't it?
Next door having a party.
Are they actually having a party?
Or a fight.
I hope fight.
If you're listening next door, we hope you're having a fight.
There's like I look at one of the cast members' Instagrams from this play I did all the time, and it's like I still know her as well as I did for that 4 months of being in a dressing room together. It's crazy.
And if you bumped into her now, she'd probably be the same with you.
Yeah, I think so. It's really mad, but it's one of my biggest regrets is not maintaining connections. There's just something about me that doesn't. It's like a fire. I just can't light it. I can't keep it going. Maybe.
What do you mean keep it going?
I just can't. I have very few long-lasting friendships. I'm really good at making initial friends and making them laugh, or revealing too much or oversharing immediately and then bonding that way and then meeting up a few times. I'm good at that. I'm good at that dance. But then staying friends with people for years, I think I just got lazy in the last 5 years of just being like, no, actually, you just fucking annoy me. Or just like, there's certain things I just couldn't. I was like, no, I don't have the stamina for it. And I'm too impatient and too unforgiving of certain qualities. When I think maybe now that I haven't just had a baby and I haven't just, like, now that things are calming down a little bit, I think when you're in the throes of a lot of stuff going on, it's hard to have patience for certain traits.
What were your friendships like in 2012, 2013, pre-baby one?
They were, like, to be fair, actually, like a few of them I still am friends with. Yeah, they were all based all around kind of things that I like filming and were doing my sketches, and it was all work based, and I liked people that were on the same wavelength of me of just wanting to make stuff. Whereas the people who were drawn to me weirdly were the kind of drinkers and like wild people who thought I was like that, and then they quickly obviously realized that I'm not, and then I had to kind of phase that out.
But I think there was something also very attractive about you, and I certainly felt this from meeting you. You gave the energy of somebody who was hell-bent on success, and you wanted to work hard and make stuff, and your complete mode was just work, creation, success, achievement, getting what you want, finding out, like working out what you want and working out how to get it. And actually, because it's what you love the most is creating, but as well as creating sort of sketches, short films, etc., shows, you have also now found that you like creating human life.
Yeah, that's taken over.
It has. It's a new and superior interest of yours.
Yeah, but it's coming back. It's coming back. The other things slowly.
Yeah, I feel like I'm really on the cusp of something.
You?
Oh yeah.
That's good.
Oh well, no, is it?
You
don't- haven't
how
told you
long?
what I'm the-
How long are you going to be on the cusp?
I haven't told you what I'm the cusp of.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Is this a joke?
Self-slaughter. No, I think I'm either on the. I think I'm about to break on through to the other side, or I'm about to quit everything and retrain as a something else.
But you can't, Alfie, because there's no
way
of training.
There is. I don't.
We can't afford to train.
My future could be in tech.
How?
Because it could be.
You
I don't
can't
know.
even fix your laptop.
I have actually fixed my laptop.
Have you?
Yes.
How? Actually, that's too boring.
Imagine if I went into detail with you right now about how I managed to fix my laptop.
Okay, so I have a memory that I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
And I want to ask you if you've got one, a formative memory from childhood that isn't actually that when I describe it, you're going to say, "Oh, that's not that big a deal." And it really isn't on paper a big deal at all what happened, but it's something that I think about a lot, not every day, but when I think about early childhood stuff, this always is the first thing I think of. And I've been thinking about it more lately to try and work out, like, why is it this holiday that I think about more than anything else in my childhood. Okay, so we had my family and my family, like my extended family, all went to this house in France for summer holiday, like just for a week here, and we like had a turn in the house or whatever. And this is all pre-10, before my mum had too many kids and we couldn't do that anymore. But I would have been about 7 or 8. And there was a family staying with us, like family friends, who had 2 little girls. And the dad, their relationship was very different to my parents' relationship. And I remember noting that at that age.
How so?
Like, it was a team. It was like they did everything. Like, it was them and us, the parents and the children. And it was like clear authority and separation between adults and children. Whereas my mum and dad were a bit more relaxed, and we were just more scatty as a family. We were like, you know, my mum was very much earth mother, sleep with us type thing. And it wasn't like, you know, mum and dad and kids. It was like,
yeah,
it's just more loose. Okay. So there was this bakery in town, which has been about a 15-minute walk or 10-minute walk, 15-minute walk through a field of sunflowers. It was beautiful. And somebody in the mornings, I don't know if this happened every day, but would go to the bakery and get bread. For some reason, one morning I was like, it's my turn. I'm going to go and get the bread.
How old are you?
I was probably 7 or 8. I don't think I would have been 9, because 9, 10, my mum was pregnant with BB, and BB and Jamie really never went to this house. So it would have been me, Robbie, and Ben. Mm-hmm. And Ben was born when I was 5. So it would have been between 5 and 8. Okay. Young. And I get up early and I get dressed and I just start walking through the sunflower fields. And I feel so determined to get there. And I feel suddenly quite panicked that I won't get there and be early enough and provide for the family and like get the bread. I don't think I had money. Where would I have got money?
Yeah, that was my question.
I don't know. Maybe I got money from... But I basically started walking, and I remember the sunflowers were taller than me, and I probably walked for about 5 minutes to get to the main road. And then suddenly, and then it's like quite a dangerous main road to go into the town. Suddenly I hear some bike wheels behind me, and it's the dad of the family that are staying with us.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? He's not gentle in how he says it, and he's annoyed. And he doesn't come with me back. He just sends me back. He's like, what are you doing? No, you go back. You go back. And I'm devastated. I just remember feeling absolutely devastated because I'd so wanted to do this, and I'd, got up early and everything. It's crazy. And he just was so dismissive and cold about it. And then I just walk home and no one's up yet. And I just sit there for ages. And then he comes back. He doesn't even mention it to anyone that Jessie was walking on the road or whatever. And then everyone just has bread. And I just remember, I think about that all the time. And then I remember also I linked it to another, it must have been in the same couple of days. He was there, because they only came, I think, once, this family. One of the girls got stung by a wasp or something.
Mm.
And they were staying in this one room, and I heard her screaming. So I went into the bedroom as she was kind of being like held on the bed, like trying to get cream on her or something. And I went, can I help or something? And the dad went, back off. He went, back off, back off.
Who the fuck is this guy?
I know. I think that's what, I don't think he meant, like, he was a nice man, but like that, he doesn't realize that those two little things have, and I really now think that's why I have a lot of social anxiety. I think those are two roots to it. It was me trying to help and be caring, a caring friend to my friend who was stung, and I was told to go away. And then me trying to kind of do something for people. And that was like a shameful thing.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
That is weird. That's fucking weird.
Yeah.
It's incredible. I mean, I feel so angry with this guy.
Yeah,
and
same.
yet so curious. I want to meet him. Can we get him on the podcast?
No.
Well, let's try and find out what was going on. It'd be really, really good and a cleansing thing to get in contact and say, listen, I know this probably isn't a big deal, but I think about it every day.
I don't think about it every day.
Well, you said you did.
No, I didn't actually. I said I think about it. I don't think about it every day. But I do think about it a lot when I think of anxiety. It's like one of the first things that comes up when I really try and work out why I'm like I am.
Mm.
And I always think of those sunflowers in that walk.
Wow.
Yeah. Do you have any memories like that just kind of are quite, they don't seem like they're that damaging, but maybe they are because you think about them a lot from childhood?
Yeah. Yeah, mostly.
Are yours involving like wanking or something?
No.
You said it like, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
They involve my dad.
Okay.
And wanking, weirdly.
Okay.
No, there's one where I went into the kitchen. I mean, it was all open. It was this tiny little house that we lived in. And I wandered into the kitchen, get some juice or something, I can't remember. And
how old had you been?
Between 6 and 9.
So this is when your mum and dad were split up.
Mm-hmm.
Your mum's your dad's?
Dad's, with my dad.
Okay.
And I went into the kitchen and said, this music is boring. Can we listen to something else?
Oh, no. I know. I remember this.
And he said, why don't you go away and come back when you know something about music? And I went, okay. Right, you are. I'll pop off. Thank you. And the other time,
oh, no.
I felt really small because I thought I was being funny.
Mm.
And that's when one of them think they're being funny.
Oh, I can't.
And you break their pride in their own sense of humor with anger, and then suddenly they feel that jolt of fear that the humor that they thought that they were giving has actually not been met in the spirit that it was intended. Much like when I was cancelled, actually. And the other time my dad was trying to teach me the piano, and I went, "Oh, this is boring," and he lost his fucking mind, and we had a chair, and he smashed it on the floor. This wooden dining chair got smashed on the floor whilst he shouted at the top of his lungs, "Don't play guitar then. Don't play the piano. Don't watch the cricket. Don't be like me." And I went, "Oh, is that what it's all about? You just want me to be like you?"
Oh my God.
And I was probably about 7 then, and I think about that a lot. And the other thing that I think about a lot is I was staying with my mum and her then new partner at a hotel in Leeds. I have no idea what we were doing in Leeds. And I don't know what would ever give us cause to stay in a hotel in Leeds, or even if the hotel was in Leeds. I'd love to know where the hotel was, because it was an amazing sort of swimming pool setup. I became friends with these other kids whilst I was there. This elder sort of sister who was guardian type person. She would have only been about 11 years old. And then there was this kid who was my age or a bit younger. But this boy, was the horniest boy I've ever met in my life. Like he would try and upskirt women, obviously not with his phone because they didn't have one, it didn't exist. But he would try and look up skirts and like constantly talk about boobs and seeing up, and like talk about his dreams of living in a toilet so he could watch women. Like he was obsessed.
How old was he?
Like my age, so I would have been about 9. He was maybe 8 or 9.
Oh my God.
He was smaller than me, and very few people my age were. So I'm assuming he was younger, but he could have been my age. And like he would try and get into the ladies' toilets and then like cover it up by covering the thing. And I was later that night. I have such a vivid memory of being in a jacuzzi in this hotel with a bunch of old men talking about Leeds Football Club, and I was sitting on one of the old men's laps. And he was touching me, and I have
The old man?
Yeah, and I have no idea. Like, is this a real memory? And where were my parents?
What do you mean, like touching you like this?
Yeah, and like on my I can't remember. He was just holding my ribs, or whether he was like. But I didn't know him.
Where were your parents?
I don't know. But I think about that man. I remember what he looked like.
Well, those 3 memories are pretty, I mean, they're enough to give me a good sense of your entire personality and how it was shaped from them.
My best friend when I was at primary school, we organised to play after school one day, and he had to cancel because he was going to see his brother, and I didn't know he had a brother. Now his brother had severe disabilities and was in care, and he'd never told me about this brother because I don't think he was equipped with the emotional armory at the age of 7 or 8 years old or whatever we were to sort of have a discussion with me about his younger brother, who was the same age as my younger brother, but he had severe kind of disabilities. And I don't know what it was, but I hid under my bed and refused to come out. And I was screaming and shrieking and saying, he lied to me, over and over again.
Because you never knew about the brother.
Because I never knew about the brother, and I was so upset. But I don't think I was upset with him or what I was upset by, or was it just because I couldn't go on the... But I remember being so...
Maybe because you thought you were his really good friend and you didn't know the full picture of him. Okay, let's dissect some of them. Do you think that if your dad was alive, you would have shared that about him, those 2 memories?
Yeah.
Do you think?
Probably at some point, yeah.
I think that he was probably very different at that fate in that era of being a father as well, because you were newly in that setup of going from his house to your mum's house. And maybe he was more irritable And
Yeah, well, he was a newly divorced man in his late 30s who, it's a very different emotional landscape to being a man in your 60s with your testosterone and therefore your capacity for anger and irritation subsiding somewhat. I mean, he was a completely different person in his later life than he was in his younger life. His anger used to be such a feature of who he was.
Because when we first met, you and we would have fights, you would say stuff like, I don't want to get angry. I don't want to shout. I don't. And I would get really annoyed thinking, well, I want to shout. I want to have why can't you get angry?
Why do you want to get angry?
I don't know. I don't want that anymore. But I remember thinking, oh, he's got some kind of issue with anger because you were trying to suppress it so much.
Yeah.
And do you think that was a result of your dad?
Yeah. And I don't know why I don't suppress it anymore.
Yeah, you let it go again.
Yeah.
But in a fun way. It's a fun anger.
I don't feel like it's fun. I mean, when I
again.
lost my temper at the taxi rank the other day.
Oh yeah, that was bad.
That was mad.
That was like your dad had come through you to do that. Yeah.
That was fun.
And you do his accent as well when you do that.
I have no control. I just, I no idea what goes on there. That's like an out of body experience. But that person jumped the queue at the taxi rank, and I stood in front of the taxi and said, and it wasn't my dad's voice, the fuck are you doing? Get in.
Get in the fucking queue.
And then I went, thinking of you, Dad.
You're so right. That face that they do when you tell them off, not you, I mean me or you. One tells them off when they genuinely had good intentions and they thought they were being funny and they don't realize they were being rude and they look so shocked for a second and embarrassed and worried and scared, and I can't, because they should be told off because they did something wrong, but I can never ever deal with that. I don't want to see that ever again. I cannot bear it. When they can't, even when Becca sometimes in the last few days, he's been so naughty and he's done something wrong to 10, and then 10 doesn't forgive him and he says sorry. And the face, them being crushed or confused and they don't understand their behavior. I just can't cope.
Yeah. Yeah, or like when I shout, and then I look at the dog, and the dog is smiling at me. That's crazy.
When you shout and the dog is smiling at you.
Yeah, when I shout and I go, "What the fuck is going on? Why can't you? Can't please try and you don't spill the whatever I'm shouting about at that point." And then I look at the dog, and the dog's going, "Don't worry, it's I'm right here if you need me." So. If you'd like any support through this difficult time, I can tell you're struggling. And he just got the corners of his mouth raised like that. And if he really wants to smile at you, he'll go like that. Like he's sort of seen us do it, smiling. And he goes, I'm going to have a bash at this. And he can't quite do it. Sorry if you're listening. That was quite a funny face I just did. I don't know if you're fans of funny faces, listeners, but... check out the YouTubes if you'd like to see the funny faces.
That's bizarre. Those memories you've just said,
yeah.
I mean, just tell such a story as well of your early development. And the fact that if you hadn't met that boy who was, as you say, horny.
Horny child, yeah.
I think that would have been better for you if you hadn't have met him. I think that you were quite a sexualized. You were.
Well, I was also quite a horny child.
Yeah, but were you before you met him?
Yeah. He didn't turn it on. I remember being.
So you were like, oh, cool, got ya.
I remember, I, like our children, never went to sleep. I would stare at my ceiling and have childhood sort of sex fantasies about
Oh my God, I can't believe this.
about the other people in my class. It's like primary school.
I can't believe that.
Well, you better believe it, baby.
I know, and I'm sure it happens to loads of people, but I was just so innocent.
Yeah, I really.
What happened?
Well, I. This is a very.
The lead sauna. That's what happened.
It was a jacuzzi.
Jacuzzi.
I wasn't allowed in the sauna at that age, much to the old man's displeasure. Come in the sauna. I'm not allowed.
I also don't like saying the word sexualized next. Like it's just like
Of course you don't. I don't like it any more than you do.
I
I like
know.
it a bit more than you do because I kind of revel in your discomfort. But
I feel very uncomfortable right now.
of course you do, and it gets worse. I had I orgasmed in my dreams as a child.
I wonder how common that is.
I wonder how common it is, and I don't know if anybody really talks about it. But I did, and because do you know what I used to call them?
What?
Because
I actually don't think you want that on public consumption.
No, but I think I do because why? I've not done anything wrong by recounting the idea that I was a child who experienced this.
So you would have been what?
And how many other people are listening to this? And maybe it's none. And maybe I'm fucked up and I need to go and speak to fucking Super Nanny or Gillian McKeith or whichever fucking Channel 4 expert deals
Esther
with
Perel.
children like me. Esther Perel. Esther, if you're listening, let's have a chat. Or maybe I can go on Jamie Lang's podcast and talk to him about great company. So tell me about these dreams, Alfie. Well, I remember when I was a child, I would have these dreams and I would be very, very worried that I was going to do a wee in my dream and therefore do a wee in real life, in my bed, as sort of seldom, but not never happened. And sometimes the wee would turn into this amazing, like a better wee than you'd ever had.
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
And I would call them my amazing wee dreams.
Okay.
But
okay, I've got other
But
questions.
Jesse,
Because I find it so uncomfortable.
yes, but I'm giving you my truth.
I know, but I didn't want to go into the weed dream stuff.
But you're shaming me now.
I'm not
Do you understand
shaming you.
how that makes me feel?
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to be
I
vulnerable.
am shaming you. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's not fair or nice. That's that you're.
I guess I feel very uncomfortable in this topic.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to make you feel like you're weird or anything.
Well, you are.
But you're not. I think it is common. I just don't. It's not something I want to talk about anymore. But I don't like. I also slightly worry about you in that way. Like I there's some things you said where I'm like, okay, no, that was too young. That was too young. And I don't think you quite realize when you're saying some of the stuff that it's quite shocking.
I think I do, but I don't really think that that's ever put us off before on this podcast. And I think
I
part
don't think
of
we've gone here.
No, we haven't gone here, but we've gone in other shocking areas. And the whole purpose of what this is to try and be honest about what it is that we're speaking about for the purpose of catharsis or enlightenment. Because there's so much, like you can go, there's loads of chats on the internet of people like not giving this stuff. All I can do is be honest.
Yeah. And it's impressive that you're so open and not scared.
Well, there's nothing to be scared of, I don't think.
I don't know. I guess I also think of our kids and I just worry that they're going to be like you.
But I mean, like, if you look at you and me as we are now, like our sexual relationship is not fucked up.
No, it's not. It's definitely not.
So what's the worry?
No, definitely. No, I think no, that's really true. Yeah.
Like
I think
I enjoyed sleeping around, but I'm not, that's not like crazy and rare.
yeah, true. Yeah.
Like
Just
I've
horny.
not had any sort of sexual proclivities as an adult that have been out of the ordinary. If anything, on some of my one night stands, I've gone, that's a bit much actually, mate. I'll leave that. Talk to me. No, I'm not going to do that. I'll chat to you afterwards though. Definitely have a chat afterwards. But during, I'm fine. I actually talk for a living. I was rather hoping to have this time off talking. And we
Yeah,
can
you
just...
don't like chat. You don't like chat.
Well, it's just, I'm trying to do, I'm fucking to forget a world in which language exists. It's sort of primal animal discovery and consumption of each other in a sense. I revel in the silence of it because it makes it more animalistic. Although, maybe that's another stone to uncover. But it's never really come very naturally to me.
Nor me.
As my old joke used to go, I'm too linguistically dexterous to be good at dirty talk. I'd overwrite it.
Yeah. Well, I think that chat puts all of the other questions I had to bed.
Save them next time. We've done
Yeah.
54 minutes of top quality podcasting. I've well and truly put you off the idea of ever podcasting with me again. And,
Oh my God, that was so tense.
Well, I'm interested to see how it goes down, no pun intended.
Yeah, I am too. Imagine if it's not what you think.
How? I'm struggling here, but I'm thinking like, what problem could anybody possibly...
No, I know.
I'm telling people what I experienced.
No, exactly.
So what? I don't understand.
I guess it could be like the Lena Dunham thing, though. With her basically getting cancelled for saying that she and her sister, like, I don't know, I don't even remember what it was, but something to do with each other's genitals when they were young, and then it got this huge, like, media storm about it, saying that she was molested her sister. And
Well, okay, I don't know the age difference. I don't know the details, but I will say that people are stupid fuck pigs, and it's not going to be the only incident of children innocently experimenting like that.
yeah, I did have one really good question.
Go for it. I feel very good.
Good. So if we did break up,
Right. Did you plan on asking this question, or is this just since
no, say if we
our
did,
latest revelations?
No. So in another world, if we broke up, say,
Yeah.
and you were, around this age, what would matter to you in a partner? What traits or what things would you like in a partner in that new dawn? And would you want a partner, or would you want to be in a relationship?
I'd probably try and look up Tom from my old school. If anybody knows where I can find Tom.
Yeah, if there's any good internet sleuths out there, you could exchange details about Tom.
Anybody from Sibford listening?
So yeah, what would you, first of all, would you want to be in a relationship, and what would you be looking for? What would make you get into a relationship? What traits would excite you? Or
9-to-5 job,
right?
possibly maybe a therapist, I think.
You would like a therapist?
I would like to go out with a therapist, yeah. Loads of money. Very, very...
Loads of money?
Well, they earn lots of money, don't they?
I don't think therapists earn that much money.
They're quite expensive.
Yeah, that's true.
It's £150 an hour, and you work in...
£150 an hour?
Well, yeah.
Bloody hell.
A lot of them more. Some of them are less.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want a rich therapist.
I think, somebody who worked during the day, somebody who was easygoing, somebody who could cook,
Okay.
somebody who wanted...
You would want someone who could cook, really?
a regular amount.
Would you really want someone who could cook, genuinely?
I'd like somebody who liked food, yeah. Somebody
I do
who
like food. I like your food.
Mhm. I'd like somebody who enjoyed trying different types of food.
Okay.
I'd like somebody who was neurotypical, I think.
Actually,
No, in real life, I can't imagine anything except you.
So funny.
I.
You're like someone who liked food.
Well, that is like, obviously nobody's perfect, and there are things in my character, such as my relationship with sex as a child, that you'd wish were different about me. But and there are things that I would like, but really, in terms of what you actually get from somebody, I don't think that there is anybody that
I'm not saying that.
I know. I'm just thinking about what I would look for, and I genuinely.
Like, would you want someone who has a dog?
I couldn't give a shit.
Yeah, but if you actually think about what you want from your days, and if you're gonna get into a relationship after me,
They'd have to like dogs and be okay with dogs.
Yeah.
That would be a thing. I'd like it if they.
I don't think I would get into a relationship if we broke up. I think if we broke up, I would just.
You think that'd be it, and you'd just go, okay, well, I'm turning that tap off now.
Yeah, I think so. I really can't imagine it. I can't imagine being interested in anyone. I can't imagine. I think it'd be quite cool just to be like, nah, I'm done now. I'm done.
Well, some people do that, and I think it's about how alone you feel and about how much you feel like you're missing out. But if you have such a close relationship with your children that you don't need the closeness of a partner, and if they can scratch that itch for you, as it were, then I don't think it's really something maybe that you, unless you are, you're getting a bit horny.
I definitely would want to have sex. I just wouldn't want to have a partner.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I think if we ended on bad terms, which it's all just kind of would never happen because we've got kids, so we would never end on bad terms because of them. But
you don't think we'd ever end on bad terms?
I don't think we would behave badly because of the kids. If we didn't have kids, yeah, we'd end on shockingly bad terms. But
I don't really feel. Are you capable of ending a relationship not on bad terms?
Me? Am I capable of ending a relationship not on bad terms? What do you mean, given our experience of... What, you think we ended on bad terms?
I think that there's a level of anger, or there always has been a level of anger in you at me on those occasions. Yeah.
But I didn't want to break up.
Yeah. So, but yeah, of course. That sometimes relationships are like that, and you've just got to go, well, I didn't want to break up. He did. What are you going to do? Like, I know that, but when people get angry about it, like you don't like me anymore, and you said that you did, and I go, yeah, but I changed my mind. Like, what? I've never understood it, and I think it's such a sign of. And you see it on these programs like Love Island and Married at First Sight. I just think that you don't like me very much. And then they go, yeah. And they go, well, that's not very nice. Well, what do you want me to do about it? Like you more? I can't. I don't. What are you talking about?
So you didn't like me?
No, of course I did. I'm just saying that it's always difficult when people break up with each other, because the person who did the breaking up with, the person who broke up with the other one, will always be seen as the villain for ending things, even though what were they supposed to do? Just carry on being in a relationship they didn't want to be in. They didn't want to be in it anymore. The
only reason that, both times that we broke up, the second time you broke up with me, but no, Alfie, you left.
No.
You left.
With a bag?
Yeah.
That you'd packed?
Both times.
With a bag that you packed and you said, don't come back.
Fair enough.
You broke up with me.
Fair enough.
Carry on.
Both times it was to try and teach you a lesson.
Good. Lesson learned.
And it was to try and get you to change. And then both breakups taught me that actually I didn't need you to change. I needed to change, or I needed to accept things.
We both needed to change and accept, yes.
Yeah. I remember...
And I think it's those changes that mean that if we did break up now, that it would be different and more amicable. But yeah, carry on.
Yeah, I can't see us breaking up unless through death.
Yeah. Or if you don't start wearing your engagement ring a little bit more.
It's just my ring. It's just
This is really. It's such an act of cruelty.
when we were broken, before I was in a relationship because I'd never been in love until you. When, like, all the breakups I'd had just been like an errand I needed to do. I just remember to do that. Remember to break up with him.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
I know, it's really horrible. But then when we broke up and people would say stuff to me like, oh, I'm really sorry about you and Alfie, I'd be like, no, you have no idea. I'm in love with him and we're broken up. So it's not like you're saying it like it's final. You don't do that. That's offensive. Because it was still unfinished. And I remember thinking of people who had clear breakups and being jealous because it was like, they can move on. Whereas both times I obviously couldn't move on because it wasn't finished.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't.
No.
And you were right. And there's loads of...
You were right too.
Yeah. There's loads of sort of secondary characteristics that aren't really who somebody is.
No, I know, but I just think it's quite a funny idea to think.
It is, and I would be somebody who enjoyed more food than you do.
Yeah,
it would
and
be
those
somebody who
things
was easier going than you.
Those things that are kind of easy enjoyment kind of points. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like it, I'd like somebody who... And then I don't think it'd be very good for me if you enjoyed getting out on the piss.
No, it would be awful for you.
But I think you could just go, oh... But you're actually a lot better with that. You don't, I
think I'd like a masseuse.
I don't get admonished. You wouldn't like a masseuse. You don't like massages.
No, I do like
massages.
I like sensual massages.
You don't like sensual massages. What you like is some what you like is a cat getting its paw and dabbing at your back very gently, repeatedly.
I like a man who strokes my back. I'd like a man who strokes my back. That's all I need.
I'd like
faceless man.
I'd like a woman who liked massages.
No. You're horrible when it comes to massages.
I'm not. I'm a very... No, I've been with other women, I've massaged other women and they love my massages because they, unlike you, appreciate a good and robust deep tissue massage. And that is what I am an expert in giving.
Right. Okay.
Do you know what I've realised is because we deleted the earlier podcast, nobody's going to hear my amazing Cat Stevens impression.
Oh, yeah, that was good. We'll have that as a clip.
Okay.
Let's get that as a clip.
Well, no, I've deleted the audio.
You've deleted the audio, you fucking idiot. Why did you do that?
Because we're not going to use it. It's shit.
Yeah, but I said that we might use it for Patreon.
But why would we give Patreon the shit thing?
Because I don't have time to do one on Monday.
Yeah, but we have to do a good one. We're not just putting the shit thing on the thing. The thing is, it has to be... And it is my commitment to quality, everybody. So fucking... Uh-oh, she's yawning. She's finished. Okay, goodbye, everybody. It's urgent. Time to switch off.
This has been some other good questions,
Well, we can do them on the Patreon episode.
You went on too long about your horny dreams. Yeah? Can we ban the word from horny on all future podcasts?
I'm going to put the horny in the title of this one.
You're not putting... You're approving the title with me before you do this. You are doing that. Do you understand?
Well done for identifying your mistake in your phraseology there. Thank you very much for listening, everybody. Hope you've made it this far. And if you have a prize on me. Goodbye.